welcome back to today's movie review. We'll be reviewing the movie of Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. Let's get into the story. So, the story begins in the beautiful Great Barrier Reef, where we meet Marlin, a cautious and protective clownfish. He lives there with his only son, Nemo, who is full of curiosity and a little bit of mischief. You can tell right away that Marlin is overprotective. He's terrified of losing Nemo because, sadly, Nemo's mother and his siblings were lost in a barracuda attack. One day, Nemo, eager to prove himself, sneaks away from the safety of the reef during his first day of school, and as luck would have it, he gets caught by a diver and taken far away to a dentist's office in Sydney, and that's when Marlin's journey really begins. Determined to find his son, Marlin sets off across the ocean, facing his fears and braving countless dangers. Almost immediately, he meets Dory, a forgetful but endlessly optimistic blue tank fish. At first, Marlin is frustrated by Dory's constant forgetfulness, but he quickly realizes she has a good heart and a knack for problem solving. Together, they navigate through open waters, escaping jellyfish swarms and being chased by a group of menacing yet comical sharks, even encountering a school of fish who help them learn that just keep swimming is a motto worth following. Meanwhile, back in Sydney, Nemo is determined not to give up either. Located in a fish tank at the dentist's office, he meets a group of quirky tankfish, including Gil, who has a bit of a rebellious streak. They devise clever plans to escape. Learning from each other along the way, Nemo gains courage and resourcefulness as he interacts with his new friends. Back in the ocean, Marlin and Dory face the ultimate challenge, navigating the dangerous East Australian current. They meet Crust, the wise and laid-back sea turtle, who teaches them not just how to ride the current but also the importance of letting go and enjoying the journey. There's a lot of humor in these moments. Eventually, after a series of near misses, including a dramatic encounter with a pelican who almost catches Dory and Marlin, they finally arrive in Sydney. Marlin finds Nemo at the dentist's office just as he's about to be taken away for the dentist's niece's birthday, and after a clever and daring plan, Nemo managed to escape from his tank, and together the father and son reunite, realizing just how much they need each other but also how much they have grown during their time apart. The story ends on a heartwarming note, with Marlin learning how to trust Nemo's independence a little more, and Nemo understanding the importance of listening and being careful. It's a story that beautifully balances adventure, humor, and emotional depth, showing the bonds between a parent and a child, the value of friendship, and the courage to face the unknown. Honestly, Finding Nemo is one of those films that perfect for all age. It's funny, it's touching, and the animation still holds up amazingly well. Even years later, the characters are memorable, the journey is thrilling, and the emotional moments really hit hard without ever feeling too heavy. My favorite part? Definitely the interactions between Marlin and Dory. They're hilarious but also heartfelt. Overall, I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10. If you haven't seen it in a while or ever, definitely give it a watch. You might just find yourself humming, just keep swimming all day. Now let's continue with Finding Dory, which is the sequel of Finding Nemo. The story begins 1 year after the events of Finding Nemo. Our forgetful but friendly blue tank fish, Dory, lives happily with Marlin and his son, Nemo. One day, Dory suddenly remembers something very important, that she has a family somewhere out there in the vast ocean. This sparks an adventure as she decides to find her long-lost parents, Jenny and Charlie. Marlin and Nemo join Dory on this journey to make sure that she stays safe. Along the way, they face dangers, including escaping from a giant squid that almost catches Nemo. Dory's memory loss challenges the group, but with the help of new friends like Hank, an octopus with a grumpy personality, and Destiny and Bailey, two whale sharks, they navigate through the obstacles. Dory remembers her past more clearly. including a childhood moment where her father taught her that there's always another way when trying to get a cell boost. This lesson becomes key in their escape and rescue attempts. At one point, Marlin and Nemo get trapped inside a gift shop tank where they meet the Tank Gang, a group of fish planning their own daring escape. Meanwhile, Dory discovers how she was separated from her parents. She had been pulled away by a strong current while trying to help her mother. Through teamwork, courage, and love, their friends reunite and overcome various challenges at the marine life. Dory finally finds her parents, and Marlin and Nemo get rescued too. The movie closes with them enjoying the ocean view, now more connected as a family. My impressions of Finding Dory is that it beautifully continues the heartwarming story of family and friendship from Finding Nemo. The film balances humor and emotional moments perfectly, making it enjoyable for both kids and adults. The new characters add depth and charm. The animation is also stunning. Overall, Finding Dory is a worthy sequel that captures the spirit of adventure and love under the sea. Thank you for watching, and that's all for today's review. See you guys soon on the next episode of our podcast.